I am coaching a Whitney Houston song tonight in my karaoke club. So I thought I would do a video really just coaching myself through it and showing you guys sort of the behind the scenes process to how this works. So here we go. All right. And I'll be stopping along the way and writing down things as they come to me. As I work through it myself, it helps me know how to help them. So that's what we're gonna do. And this is for our karaoke club where we do weekly breakdowns. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is moving this out of my music notes into my 4-score, which is where I can actually annotate and write things down that can help my students. All right. Haven't done much of a warm-up today, so we're just gonna see where she is. All right. Share my life, take me for what I am. Okay, so that's gonna require a little more breath. I'm gonna do that on a trill, make sure I'm going all the way through what I need. All right, so a little more core engagement. Share my life, take me for what I am. Take me for. Share my life, take me for what I am. Okay, so that take is gonna wanna be a little lower than it needs to. So that would be the first thing. Lift the take. Take with the top row of teeth. So that would be that's the tip I'm gonna give. So if you have a note, hang on, sorry, let me get this in there. If you have a note that feels like it wants to live a little under, sometimes you can simply by lifting the lips can make it sound a little brighter. So for example, if I left the lips lower, share my life, keep my lip low, take me for, which is fine, but if I want that a little brighter, share my life, take me for what I am, 'cause I'll never change all my colors for you. Take my love, take my love, love, take my love, take my love. I like it more there. Take my love, I'll never ask for too much. Just all that you are and everything that you do. I don't really, that's another right chord. I don't really need to look very much further. I don't want to have to go where you don't follow. That's a hard leap. It's only a third, but it feels tricky. I don't want to have to go where you don't follow. I don't want to have to go where you don't follow. Okay, I think that's the shape. So I'm going to highlight that one for them because we're going to want to lift that where. Oop, there we go. I don't want to have to go where you don't follow. I won't hold it back again. This passion inside can't run from myself. Okay, that's going to be a thing. So I'm going to clean that run up. Give me a second so I can make a note on that. So we're going to work that run. Okay. me clean that up for myself. Can run from myself, self. Can't run from myself. Yeah, if you're just joining me, I am coaching myself through I Have Nothing because I have to coach that to my karaoke club tonight. So I'm actually working it, giving you behind the scenes look at me working through stuff that I'm teaching to other people. And right now we're working on this 3-note run on self. Can't run from myself, self. God. Can run from myself. Ooh, there it is. Can run from myself, self. God, that self is so hard. Can run from myself. Can run from myself. Oh, it has to be lighter. Can run from myself. Oh, it has to be lighter. Okay. I was trying to like full on belt that thing and it was too weighty. Can't run from myself. It's not exactly where I want it to be, but it's close enough. There's nowhere to hide. That's a. There's nowhere to hide. I want that to have weight in it. I don't want it to be super bright. There's nowhere to hide. Okay, I'm gonna call that. There's nowhere to hide. So I'm gonna have to lift. That has to stay in a call space so that I can put it in an And I'm gonna lean on that H a little more to buy me some freedom. Can run from lighten, run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. Okay. And then we're gonna change the key. Go, don't make me close one more door. Okay, so I have sung this enough at karaoke places that I naturally go there, but I don't think most singers do. So I'm going to tell you about that section because I've sung this part a lot. Don't make me close. So the first thing is close. I throw a shadow vowel in because if you don't make me close. And then, I don't know, for me, it just immediately tightens up. But if I sing close, it comes out. Don't make me close. And then it has to be like that. Also, I think, I'd have to go back and listen to the recording, but I think Whitney actually kind of does like a ha-don't, which buys even a little more freedom. Ha-don't, ha-don't. It lets that be bigger on the bottom. Ha-don't make me close one more door. And then door is tricky. Oh, okay, because it's on a B flat. So it's right where we can call it or mix it. And I'm sitting. Normally I would stand for this kind of a song, but since I'm on the piano, I'm sitting. Don't make me close one more door. Close one more door. Don't make me close one more door. I still want that warmer. I'm going to try to bypass my nasal cavity and see if I can get that. Don't make me close one more door. Oh. Okay. Hold please while I write these notes for my students. So we're going to say close, and then we're going to bypass our nasal cavity on door. So shadow vowel. And then bypass the nasal cavity for door. Okay, let me back up into that again. Don't make me close one more door. Oh, turn the page. Huh. I don't wanna hurt. I don't wanna hurt. I don't wanna hurt. I don't wanna. Job one slug. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Now that is something that she does. She brings that jaw forward a little bit and it buys her a little space. I don't want to hurt anymore. Oh, and bringing that tongue forward helps too. I don't want to hurt anymore. It really just depends on how big you want it to be. I don't want to hurt. That's not in tune. I don't want to hurt anymore. I don't want to hurt. That's out of tune, Jenna. I don't want to hurt. Hold, please. I'm going to do some overtones. I don't want to hurt anymore. Y'all, learn to sing overtones. They will clean up something immediately. Okay. I don't want to hurt. It's like finding that sweet spot of to get the call that you want without it being like too much. Okay, hang on. I am going to shorten the space I'm singing this because I think I'm throwing too much. I don't want to hurt anymore. I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt anymore. Okay, that's the other thing. So it's one of those situations where singing I don't want to hurt anymore feels really cathartic if you like dig and push, but it's actually not going to help get the sound out. So I'm going to say sing. So I want to mark that for my students, and we're going to say sing to your hand, because otherwise the tendency is going to be to overblow. Sing to your hand. So that, or at least if singers are a pusher, the tendency is going to be to overblow. I am an overblower, so I have to check in with that. Yeah, it works. Yay. So I've only been watching for the past few minutes. I've already learned so much. Yay! Good. Well, yeah, I mean, like, this is what I do. This is like, before I bring it to you guys, it's just like sitting and like, how did I do that? Okay, what am I doing? And then I just pare it down. Okay. So we're gonna reduce hurt. I don't want to hurt anymore. I think there has to be a lift on that. I don't think I knew that. I don't want to hurt anymore. Okay, next section. Stay in my arms. Okay, on the my, that is on my, when it gets that high, that's an F. And when it gets that high and I'm mixing, that sort of becomes a trust game. It took me a while to trust it, but like, it's kind of one of those things, when it gets up that high, I just have to like know where I'm going with it and just put it there and trust that it's going to be there and not lean on what I hear. Stay in my, I just know it's getting on there, and so I put it there. Stay in my arms. And then I use the arms to get myself back out of it so it doesn't stay there. Stay in my arms, right? Because that sounds ridiculous. Stay in my arms if you dare. Ooh, that's tricky, because you're gonna want to call, you're gonna want to dig that. Stay in my arms if you dare. I think that's come back to the small space. Stay in my arms if you dare. Oh, maybe put an N in front of that D. Stay in my arms if you dare. Stay in my arms if you dare. And then lighten that D up. Stay in my arms if you dare. No. Stay in my arms if you dare. Is it the U? Stay in my arms if you dare. Oh. Perhaps the ooh, if ooh comes out too far, it's gonna make dare difficult. Stay in my arms if you dare. Yeah, if you dare. Shadow vowel, that's the other thing. I would shadow vowel that if you dare. I think she even does. I'd have to go back and listen for sure, but. So let me mark that for my students so that I can give that to them. Shadow vowel. Okay, so your shadow vowel if. And if you're watching me, a shadow vowel is just simply like a vowel, like ifa, like we say the word if, but like in between words, you would just throw a vowel that's a shadow, right, in between. So, stay in my arms if you dare. So if a you, and then I go, and then I'm gonna pucker on you rather than pull it all the way out. So if I pull it all the way out, it makes it hard to get back to dare. Stay in my arms if you dare. That's hard. Stay in my arms if you dare. And that's a little easier. I still think I'm overblowing that. Okay, I'm gonna give myself the echo version of that. Stay in my arms if you dare. Stay in my arms if you dare. Dare. Stay in my arms if you dare. Okay, so I have to think echo belt. For me, if I'm gonna overblow that, then I have to think the echo belt version of dare. So what I mean by echo belt is it's just a way to get yourself to back off without changing texture. Like, because if we think, oh, get quieter, we might change the actual texture of the sound, and we don't necessarily want to do that. You just want to make it a little bit easier. So you want to keep the texture just at an echo version. So like for me, when I think echo, I think I'm not changing anything. I'm just echoing back what I did, but an echo always sounds softer to us, but I'm not changing anything. So it's not stay in my arms if you dare, and then stay in my arms if you dare, because that's completely changing texture. What I'm doing is trying to keep that everything just the same and just doing almost an echoed or muted version. Stay in my arms if you dare. Stay in my arms if you dare. And then it helps me find it on the E's. And then what I found was on the whole phrase, I can probably keep the phrase the same, except for dare. And then when I get there, I just think echo belt the dare. Stay in my arms if you dare. And it's still plenty of sound. Okay, next section. Must I? Okay, there's a choice that can be made there. Again, because it's on a B flat, so you can make decisions. Must I imagine? Depends on how call-y you want it to be. Must I imagine you there? I like it a little call-y, so I'm going to do a little lift. Or must I imagine you there? Rather than, where you could keep it, must I imagine you there, which is brighter than I want it to be. Must I imagine you there? Gets me into the power that I want. Both are fine. Both are quote unquote right. That's just the one that I want. So we're gonna do a little. I'm gonna write that for my students, and that's just gonna be called Choose Your Own Adventure. Because you are the artist. We already had one Whitney, and nobody's gonna replace Whitney ever. So we're not trying to, right? We're just singing the song and finding the ways that we express it that works for us. Okay. So next one. Don't walk away from me. I have nothing. Okay, if you don't want that to be too bright, you've got to think in your ing. Otherwise, it's going to sound like this. I have nothing. I have nothing. Welcome to the musical theater version of Whitney Houston. All right, nothing. I have nothing, nothing, nothing if I don't have. And then we do our signature Whitney floaty. You. And then we're going back to the second verse, which is not the same as the first. You see through right to the heart of me. So for me, right there, I love that little dip. And it's, if you want to practice something that's like sort of advanced pop rock, let yourself drop in and out of texture there. You see through right, so I'm in this light place, right to the heart of me. Is even a little yodel flip in there. You don't have to do the yodel flip, but I like it. It kind of feels fun. If you don't, you can keep it the other way. You see through right to the heart of me. I just like the weight that the drop adds, and I think that's kind of why it's there. You see through right to the heart of me. And it just adds more vocal color. You break down my walls with the strength of your love. And then, if you have the sheet music, this is not on the sheet music. This is where Whitney takes it a different place. I never knew love like I've known it with you. Okay, so let me give you that. I never knew love like I've known. So you're back up on an E again if you do that. You're gonna have to stay in your snare, otherwise that's gonna feel so crazy fatiguing. I never knew love like if I tried to keep it down, love like I've known, love like I've known it with you. Now, the other thing I want you to notice is I surfer like dude, shout out to Hamburg, surfer, do my lips, and then I come out of it. Known it with you. So your lips have the ability to brighten sound or warm sound. I need it to be bright at the top for that belt, that mixed belt to come through. Known it with you. I need that for it to be pure there, because if I try to go you, again, it's gonna feel tight, or you, and I lose my power. So I gotta trumpet those lips. Known it with you, but then I can come out of it and protrude the lips, which is gonna warm the sound as I come down. Known it with you. See? So you get that bright texture into that warm texture. Okay, let me write that. Known it with you. So that's gonna, we're gonna call that what am I gonna call that? I'm gonna call that the brass instrument switch, because basically we're coming out of trumpet into tuba. So the brass instrument switch. Okay, so to recap, I never knew love like I've known it with surfer dude, you. So trumpet, you. Bright, warm. Okay? Memories survive one I can hold on to. And then we go back to what we've just done. I don't really need to look very much further. Okay, so if you want a little more warmth in that sound, or you want it to feel like it's living in your chest a little more, you can actually do that. Just like tap the chest, wake it up. So it's tapping the clavicles, and then put your hands here. I don't really need to look very much further. If you can feel those low notes, if you feel the vibration, you're in that spot, and it's gonna give you a little more weight to that sound. If you don't feel the vibration, it might sound like this. I don't really need to look very much further, which is fine. That is a perfectly acceptable sound. If you want the weight though, you want to engage this so that you can feel that buzz. I don't really need to look very much further. And then kind of coming in and out of it is what gives it like a cool texture shift. I don't want to have to go where you don't follow. I won't hold it back again. I have to go up on again. Because if I don't, I won't hold it back again. Again. I won't hold it back again. Again. I do a little bit of a lift there, just makes it easier. This passion inside can't run from myself. Now, I've always done that there. I wish I could tell you how to do that. That's something I do that I'm not sure how I do, but I'm gonna work on it so I can show you. Other than I would say I throw an intrusive H in. An intrusive H cry. Can't run from myself. It's almost like a little vocal fry in there. Can't run from myself. There's something about that I like that buys me a little freedom and helps clean up that run. I don't know. I don't know, but I do it. There's nowhere to echo belt hide. And then we gotta go. Now we're going to that big key change. Your love I remember forever, forever. Ooh, that's tricky. Your love I remember forever. Okay, so I'm gonna take the consonants away for a second because I need to find where those vowels live. It's the forever. That forever. Your love I remember forever. No, that V, man. It's the B. The B is the beast. Your love I remember forever. Overtones again. Overtones again. So when I can't find a placement for something or something feels difficult, I will go, and I can do this on a whole different video lesson, but I will go and find the overtone, and then it just like, it works like a radio tuner. It just tells my ear where I'm trying to go, and then it feels like my vocal tract goes, and then takes it there. Okay. Your love I remember forever. But then I'm adding too much weight as I come down. Your love I remember forever. This happens to me too. Where am I? What are we doing? Okay. I'm doing slack folds. That is just relaxed vocal folds. When I do that, if I've been sitting, the voice has been sitting a little high, then I will help reset it. So I will do that if I feel like center has gotten off calibration, and I feel like that right now on this. So it just sort of resets the vocal tract. So let me try it again. Your love I remember forever. Okay, that feels better. Now I'm seeing that it's a core thing. Because it has to move, but also have weight to it. Okay, let me try bug zapper abs in that. Hold on. I'm gonna do a little, very quick jaw massage here. Oh, that might be part of the problem. That feels so tight. And then we're going to do a little pull down here. Oh. Ah. Okay, well, there's a little bit of a culprit. Ow, 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 ow. Ooh, you know, when you're, I guess the good thing also is that voice will let you know when parts of the body are not as loose as they need to be. Man, that was tight. As is this side. So guys, if you're watching this, sometimes you may find that it's not actually an issue at this level. Check in with your body. Okay. All right. Let me try this again. Your love I remember forever, forever. Okay, so sometimes if things feel bound up and tight, check in and make sure that it's not other parts of the body that are locked up, because once I unlock the jaw, you can also do a little movement there. Unlock the jaw, unlock the tongue, and then that felt better. Your love I remember, except for your love I remember forever. Now that B feels easy. And then we go back to our E flat. And don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Oh my gosh. I should have started with that jaw massage. Everything feels so much easier now. Okay, so that may be the first tip that I give my singers in Karaoke Club tonight when we start. It may just be, let's just start with unlocking everything. Stay in my arms if you dare. Must I imagine you there. Stay in, let me lighten that up. Imagine you there. Must I imagine you there? So right then, I do an NG and it forces that vocal tract to stabilize. And it lets me move it without trying to make a vowel sound or a shape. So I can get the feeling of moving the riff before I actually have to put the word on it. And it lets me know how much do I actually need to do that. Which is not hardly at all. Must I imagine you there. So the only moving I actually need to do with the lips there or the jaw there is if I want to change the vocal color. And I don't think I do. Don't walk away from me. I have nothing. And then the key change. Here we go. Don't make me. Now we're going to E. Close one more door. I don't want to hurt anymore. Actually, guys, the key change feels a little easier because now it's sort of up above the pocket where I had to make some decisions and things are feeling like they fit a little easier. Now, that's not going to be for every voice because you may find that this feels a little more taxing than the other one, depending on your acoustical space, your instrument, how you're built. So, disclaimer, you don't have to do this in Whitney's key. Like, you can do it in the key that feels good to you. You just want to make sure that whatever you do, that you're gonna have to work through it a little bit, but that both keys, the one it starts in and the one that it goes to, feel like they sit in your wheelhouse. They feel comfortable, but don't feel like you have to do it in the recording key, because you don't. Close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my. Yeah, you just have to trust that. Stay in my. You are not gonna like the way that sounds in your head. You will save yourself so many hours on this song if you will just believe me about that. Stay in my. Nobody likes that in isolation. In the context of the phrase, it still sounds like speech. Stay in my arms if you dare. Throw that shadow vowel again. Must I imagine you there? Don't walk away from me. No, don't walk away from me. Don't you dare walk onto the page away from me. I have nothing, I think is what she does. If I don't have you. I don't remember how this end goes. Have you. Okay, guys, so there you go. That is a behind the scenes look at how I work through material before I'm going to take it to my students and teach it to them. So I have lots of juicy tips that I'm going to give them in class tonight that we are going to work through, and I'm going to walk them through the ones that I found today. And yeah, so if you like these breakdowns, if kind of watching a coach themselves is helpful, drop a note in the comments, because I'm happy to, there are no secrets here. I am happy to walk you through how I figure out what I figure out. I can't explain all the terminology all of the time. That if you want that stuff, you got to come join us and be in the class if you want the deeper dive on like how is that working. But I'm happy to let you see the process. So thanks for joining me. Again, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. And Karaoke Club members, I will see you at 5:30 where we will work through this. And if you have questions, you'll be able to ask those in class. Yeah. All right, guys, have a great one.